Hiya, kittens! We are playing a forbidden place. Should have probably looked at the controls, shouldn't I? The Library of Ouroboros. I'm finally here. It's almost anticlimactic to stand so easily within its walls after all those years of searching. If the rumors are true, the library contains knowledge beyond anything one might hope to find on Earth. Words of power, of occult learnings, enough to transcend death. It will be mine, all of it. I just need to know where to look first. Okay, we could turn off lights. I can open that. I don't want to open that yet. Why would I leave? I've only just arrived. Okay. Books on philosophy, history, and a few stray encyclopedias. Not useful. A few volumes stand out on math and physics, but the rest are from more obscure wings of science. Interesting, but not what I'm looking for. This section contains mostly horror novels. How droll. Novels, science fiction, and fantasy, as well as a stray romance novel. A transcript! I've been having these nightmares, Doctor. I'm alone, but I don't feel alone. Not like I should. Rather, there's no one with me. But that's not to say there's nothing around. It's difficult to explain, but it is an uncomfortable feeling. Something drones low in the background all the while. I can hear snatches of whispers, but only just barely, like something is conversing with me just out of my range of hearing, just as something is watching just out of my sight range. Everything's too still. It's wrong. Oh, we got more. How much more? Okay, not much more. I don't remember how I got there. I can't figure out how to leave. Everything is all hallways upon hallways, shelves of books that look like they've never been opened. Almost all of them are still, and yet I get a feeling like I mustn't open any of them. Whatever I do, there's a pull toward them, of course. The sense that I will learn more than I could ever hope to on Earth. But there's a danger, a vague, creeping danger. The feeling that something is very, very interested in every move I make. Who or what it might be, I don't know. I don't know if it wants to bring me in or if it wants me to leave. How does it end? Well, as I mentioned, there's no real way to escape. Every place I go leads to more rooms, but eventually after a time I don't really hear them so much as feel them. Look no further, look no further, look no further, and then I wake, and every time I feel further from this world. To be honest, Doctor, I hoped it's all my imagination. I hoped I'm afflicted with some kind of mania, because a place like this just can't exist, shouldn't exist, and if it does, then I can only hope that no one else would be so unfortunate to visit. Ooh, spooky! Biographies. I've heard of none of these people. Almanacs are useless. Oh, wait, where's all the books? Oh, okay. How much on the... Oh, geez. We have a lot of reading. For those of you that love my voice, this is the perfect video for you. The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Bernice enters, followed closely by the librarian. Bernice is breathless, looking both exacerbated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable as per usual. Bernice: but my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. Librarian: I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. But shall we retire to the living room if we were to speak of such unpleasantness as your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him onto the couch beside her. Bernice: fine. Then if you're to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me for a fool forever. Librarian: I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear how I stopped a human heart, but with a word? Woo! Bernice: goodness, that sounds dangerous. Librarian: it most certainly is. Bernice: I wish to hear it. Librarian: Then of course you shall. He leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as expecting a kiss, but the library leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide. She gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Librarian, too curious for her own good. He stands, reaching in one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian closes the floor. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, and turns to leave. As he goes to the scene, as he does, so the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small black case which the librarian has decided to leave sitting atop the minister's writing desk. Ooh, okay. A partial history of the library. The Library of Ouroboros wasn't so much built as it simply came to be. That much we've been able to glean from the early murky tales about a certain endless structure rich in occult knowledge. The first tale was penned by an unnamed Gaelic mystic who compiled a variety of accounts from travelers complaining of strange dreams. Many of these travelers' accounts of a place were the same endless hallways of strange materials, magic devices that seemed to give off light or sounds without any visible source, but rarely were there any tangible details aside from these characteristics, and the font of the knowledge ringing the walls of the place. This, of course, in This of course changed in approximately 670, when the mystic was visited by a lone woman. She reported she was reportedly wide-eyed, half-mad, and complaining of dreams much of the same as her fellows, but she claimed that these dreams became reality briefly, and that she at one point even visited the bleak place. She claimed to run into a dark amorphous figure with a score of glowing red eyes. This figure apparently spoke to her, promising her black knowledge should she only pledge herself to it. Though the mystic asked how this woman escaped such a place, the woman gave him no explanation. In fact, she spoke no further, withdrawing from the mystic's hut to begin her traveling anew. She was never seen from or heard from again. This testimony is hardly a concrete example of the library's existence, but it certainly makes one wonder if tales like this could exist from the earliest days of modern man, what other truths could lie buried deep in the past should one be willing to tunnel through the cobwebs of years to reach the ancient tales hidden beneath. So far, a game completely about lore. Love this. What are you? On the Founder, they came to the domain, a blank canvas in the cosmos, from the places unknown and old as time. They have existed longer than the man, longer than the sentient stones of longer than the cosmic force that runs through all things. They have always been. They saw the rune that coursed through the universe, the constant in and out flux of entropy. And with entropy went items of worth, and it was that worth that they sought to salvage, not things, ideas, thoughts powerful, intangible. Through the years they reached, for their powers were immense, through the eons they snatched up secrets, dark and light, but it wasn't long before it all became too much even for those ancient. The remaining pages have been torn out of this book. In their place is a single piece of lined an untidy scrawl standing upon it in red ink. The key to go further could have been deciphered from the last word in each of these books, but I tore them out. I couldn't let anyone else go any deeper. Sorry, but trust me, it's better this way. As you close the book, you make out a single word scratched, not written, into the inner cover. Your predecessor must have missed it, or else it was made after the note was placed. Telephone. Beneath. Desk. Beneath desk telephone. Is. Hi. Welcome message from all our staff. Welcome. We're glad you're here. As we're sure you're aware, the Library of Ouroboros is located in the picturesque part of Burston. The Library of Ouroboros is located in a picturesque part of Britain, atop a grassy knoll east of Sussex. Many rural townships, oblivious, bereft of their own libraries, refer their villagers to the library. It is beloved by all. We hope you'll take your time perusing our vast stores of literature, non-fiction, fiction, occult knowledge, cursed knowledge, words to melt a human brain, psalms of murder, the tales of death that become true as you read them, and otherwise. You'll certainly have enough time, Bernard. You'll certainly have enough time. Am I Bernard? Picked up the copper key. I assume that's where I'm going, but let's... What was this? The book mentioned my name, a coincidence, nothing more. Besides, it was mistaken. The library wasn't in England. I found it in the German city of Würzburg, sequestered away behind an ancient church. Such a small, unassuming front, as if looking so plain. I didn't catch that. You're an avid reader, aren't you, Bernard? You can't read these books, but don't fret. They'll pave your road to new knowledge. If you're stuck, think of yourself like a cataloger or a librarian. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The case toward the window seems as good of a place to start. What are you? Okay. There's another one of those black and gold bugs. Locked. There is nothing. I can't get back there. We're gonna try 2313, and how I'm coming into that is this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 1, 3. 2, 3, 1, 3. Nope. Okay. As a librarian, so like counting the books of each bookshelf, there's 4 that work. So the first one's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. 4, 6, 5, 3. So 4, 6, 5, 3. 4, 6, 5, 3. 4, 6, 5. I picked up a brass key. Finally, here's hoping to the last of the locks. Picked up a screwdriver. This place kind of seems creepy. I never felt threatened by a chair before. I've never felt creeped out in low-res poly. Oh no. Feel like something's behind me. I'm not turning around now. Ah, jeez, I hate infinite amount of drawers. I can't even see what's in the top. We have moths. Nope. I hear whispering. I'm not looking. Alright, let's go to the creepiness. It's calling me. I don't want to go. But into the depths of the library I go. Bloody handprints. Whis, whis, whis. It's the whispers. How is this possible? I don't know what's possible. Looking out a window? Fan is slowly turning. A broken chair, a non-broken chair, broken chair, broken chair. An old man. Oh, it's changing. Picked up. You'll regret it once you regret it. What? Something is wrong. I need to leave now. Well, if you had sprint abilities, we'd leave now. Everything still looks... Oh, jeez. Something is scratching its way into my head. Well, now we're in a topsy-turvy world. It's...
Your mind is fragile.
Nice!
Tiny fissure here, a little force there. No more burnout. We could make you a shambling husk, make you walk these halls forever. But we see your curiosity, your potential.
Set me free.
We have something more in mind for you. We think you like it.
What is it? What is it? Oh, hi. Thank you for visiting the library. You're welcome. Is this the end? Because that was really short. For further development, follow everybody on Twitter. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my links are down below. All the game links are down below. I'm also on Twitch streaming some Minecraft. Thank you and have a good night.